Damn it, somebody was here. I didn't see if they broke the record. Yeah. Saw this dude at a Proud Boys gathering. What the fuck is a Proud Boys gathering? I don't know what the fuck that is. What up? Nothing, nothing as you can tell. Nobody here. except for you. My lives have been a wasteland lately, but I'll explain that tomorrow. Yeah, good crowd for me. Yeah, like last night we had like 6 people in here, but literally like nobody spoke. Like I think Diana said something. We had one dude come in and say first, and then he disappeared. Which usually he's real chill and shit, but then I'm just like, really? Did you really come in and say first and say nothing else? Which kind of makes me want to block him next time he comes in here. Hey, Diana, how's it going? Because not only did he say first, but I was just like, hey, man, how's it going? How you doing and shit. Didn't say anything after that. I'm like, you fucking rat bastard. Yeah, I feel you, man. I'm good. Still waiting for my check. Oh, Diana, if you don't mind me asking, because I think you said this before. So this is why I'm asking, because this might then I'll know why. Then I can tell you why you're waiting so long for your check. But Diana, didn't you say you were on Social Security before? Because if that's the case, people on Social Security are experiencing a delay in getting their check. So that's why it's taking you a bit longer. I believe you said that before. I could be mistaken. Yeah. Okay. So that's why it's taking you a little bit longer to get your check because I read somewhere that people on Social Security are experiencing a delay in getting their check. So that's why you're going to be waiting a little while to get it. Hey, Jax, how's it going? Wow, already we're already at 8 minutes, and the chat has already exceeded an hour of me sitting here last night. Can you believe that shit? I bet you're wondering, like, I don't see a live from last night. Yeah, I deleted it. Because I was like, nobody needs to see this shit. It was mainly it was mainly 20 minutes of me sitting here doing nothing, and then Justice called. So we sat here and talked for like 40 minutes to the fact where I was just like, fuck this, I'm done. I just turned off the chat and then we fucking bullshitted off camera. And the only thing I don't like about this light is that depending on where I move, it changes colors. That's what I don't like about this light. Jax, I think you owe me $14 for this light. I don't like it. What happened? I said depending. I said I don't really like this light that much because depending on where I move, it changes colors. Like right now, it looks fine. Okay, but let me do this. See how it changes colors and shit? Let me go back. See? So I think you owe me $14, Jax, for this light. See, look at that. Did it again. Oh, trust me. I keep missing while your hand is out. The light that you suggested I buy, every time I move in a certain direction, it changes colors. So you owe me $14 for it because I don't like it. Did you try different settings or returning it? Yeah, returning it's kind of a hassle. I'd prefer your money. Pass. Just when I thought you were a team player. What do you mean different settings? There's only super bright, which Jesus. Well, no, the color doesn't change. I'll just go blind if I'm sitting here. Yeah, I don't like that. Look, I'm already pasty as it is. You don't need me even more pasty. See, look, we lost 2 viewers when I turned that shit up. They're like, whoa, too bright for me, man. Oh, yeah, it's different. I think it's your camera. That could be it. That could be it. I know it's funny. I bought the camera and the light for the lives and everything, but you know, lately when I go live, nobody shows up. So it looks like what I call the live era of the Artist V1 might be winding down, man. You know? Because the background is also kind of gray. The live era must never die. You know? Never. Well, I'll talk more about that in tomorrow's video because tomorrow's video will be a channel update. If anybody watched the short, which I don't know who at YouTube was just like, yeah, this channel's good enough for the stories feature, but I like that fucking feature. I like that. Whoever at Google was just like, yeah, we'll give them that feature. Fuck, thank you. Fuck that worked out and shit. But yeah, I was gonna do it today, but I could not. I was so fucking out of it today. I cannot peel myself out of bed today. I seriously got up and fucking I was like, you know what? I need to go to Dollar General. I need to buy toenail clippers. That was at 1 o'clock this afternoon. I was like, I need to go to fucking Dollar General and buy a toenail clippers. I put on this shirt and I was like, let me lay down for a minute. I didn't get up again until 6. You know, I just could not physically pull myself out of bed. You know, because I just have not been having the best last few days and shit. Um, you know, so I finally did it. I finally went up there, and then I forgot my mask. Luckily, they accepted this as a mask, so I was able to just run in, grab my toenail clippers, and fucking Pepsi Zero Sugar Mango. So, And I don't know, defending champ, you know, this is one of those situations where, like, you know, the live air must never die. You know, this is one of those decisions that's like, it's never really up to me, man. You know, it's up to the, you know, right now we have 4 viewers, you know, and like, fuck, you know, like, what am I supposed to do with this? You know what I mean? Last night we had 6 people max that came in. That was my peak concurrent, as they call them. That was my peak last night, 6, and nobody spoke. No one said anything. No one fucking tried to carry a conversation. I mean, Diana came in and said yes and shit like that. It said hi and shit. And you know, one guy came in and talked about his diarrhea. He spelled it wrong, but he came in and talked about it and shit. And you know, but that was it. I mean, there was really not a lot of conversation going on. So I'm just like, again, for like the billionth time, I am a participation person. You know, I am not going to be somebody who fucking I'm not going to be somebody who just sits here and fucking just talks to a wall. You know, like I need to be, you know, stimulated. You know, if there's going to be nobody in here stimulating me, then fuck it. There's no point in me sitting there. You know, but sometimes you get a good bit. Yeah, sometimes. But lately, it's just been shit. You know, and I've explained why I don't do a regular live schedule anymore. You know, and it's not because of the haters. Believe it or not, the haters aren't the problem. You know, it's the fucking supporters. You know, I get people who fucking like criticize fucking shit that I do, man. And you know, I understand that we poke fun at each other and shit. Like me and Jax, we poke fun at each other. Me and Champ, we'll poke fun at each other and shit like that, man. But like shit, if somebody says something and I just fucking disregard it, and then you keep fucking poking the bear, so to speak, and shit, like fuck, man. It's gonna get under my fucking skin to the point. Like if I just fucking, you know, there's 2 different endings to this law. One where it's like, hey, I'm getting off tonight, fucking all the shit in the description, that shit, see you next time and shit like that. Or if I just fucking turn off the live, y'all should know that when I just say see ya and the shit goes off, I'm pissed off. I mean, it's as simple as that. You know, it shouldn't take fucking Albert Einstein to fucking realize that, like, oh shit, he just turned off the live and didn't fucking, you know, say anything, didn't say goodnight or anything. Fucking, I'm pissed off. You know, and like I think like 2 weeks ago, man, like somebody said something, and I'm just like, oh Christ, and I just fucking disregarded it. And I was like, whatever, I'm not gonna touch that one, you know. But instead of letting it go, he just fucking kept poking and shit. And I'm just like, and it's somebody who comes in here, you know, somewhat regularly, has a wrench, you know, and I'm just like, fuck, man. So he said his little fucking spiel again, and I'm just like, so I fucking moved past it again. And then the third time, I was like, that's it, I'm done, and I just fucking got off live. And I was just like, you know, I'm fucking done, man. I'm like, you know, not even the people who claim to support you and shit can come in here and fucking act decent and shit. And I'm just like, you know, it's one thing to fucking like, you know, we come in here and poke fun at each other and shit like that, man. But like, fuck, when I'm clearly fucking disregarding it, fucking let it go. Was he trying to piss you off? Yeah, I think so. You know, but like I said, man, like if it's one thing where like if you clearly see me fucking disregarding it, like fuck, let it go, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I just after the third one, I was just like, fucking, I'm done. Was he trying to piss me off intentionally? Maybe. Was he poking fun at me? Maybe. Maybe a little bit of both. He succeeded in both ways. You know, whatever. And that's why I just, you know, I don't do regular lives anymore, man. Like I just, you know, like tonight, Raw kind of sucked, wrestling kind of sucks. I was like, fuck it, I'll hit the live for a bit, see what happens and shit. Asked Jax if she wanted to come on. She said migraine. I went right on. I didn't. I think regardless of the migraine, I was pretty sure she was going to say no, but I didn't want to hop on, and you know that starts an argument. You didn't even ask me if I wanted to go live. You know, and I'm just like, whoa there, Hoss. You know. So, so like right now is a prime example. Where, you know, we're 7 people in right now, and like still only Jax and Champ are kind of talking. Oh, fuck this light. Y'all are just gonna have to live with the purple hue because I can't do that light. The color changing is pissing me off. You're gonna have to live with the purple hue. I appreciate the invite. Just no, I completely understand. It's just like I said, I just don't want to. Hey, I learned my lesson that one time going live, thinking that like, oh yeah, Jackson, I want to go live and shit. Just like you didn't even ask me, fat boy. Okay, like I'm just like you said you didn't want to go live. You know, yeah, I've been on my own streams, but you know me, I just turn the music on. Yeah, you just turn the music on, go lay on the bed, check some whores and shit, or troll them. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if you're actively seeking a fucking girl or if you're just fucking with them. I don't know. You say trolling, but I honestly have no idea. You could be playing us for all I know. You're like, I'm gonna troll this girl, but for all I know, it's just like when I look into your eyes, all I see are the stars, and fuck, I don't know what you're texting all the time. So. I'd like a girl, but I've often given up. I know, like my friend Haley, she was like hounding me yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. She was hounding me about like getting on a dating site and shit. And I was like, I don't do the dating sites, man. You know? No, come on, Will, you gotta get on there and get on Bumble and fucking no. No. And then I explain why I don't want to go on Bumble and all this shit, and that just opens up another fucking can of worms and shit and just. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick, guys. I don't know why I said that. Like I'm actually gonna miss somebody coming in here. Watching WrestleMania this week. Yeah, I'm gonna try and watch it. There's a site that I go to since I don't have the network and nobody has it that I can mooch off of it and shit. Which if anybody has Peacock or the premium Peacock, don't give me that fucking $4.99 shit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be picky. But if anybody has premium Peacock and would like to let me mooch off of it, let me know. And we'll talk business. Well, not really business. Just give me the password and email. I'm very quiet. I don't really fuck with what you're watching. Anyway, besides my point. But I have a website where I watch the wrestling events if I miss them on TV or something. So, yeah, I'll try and watch them. Like, I definitely want to watch NXT Stand and Deliver. I gotta see Io Shirai and Raquel Gonzalez. That's a match I'm looking forward to. And I really want to watch Tommaso Ciampa versus Walter. That's going to be a good one. So I just feel like I'm out of frame here. Which I think I am, but whatever. Not like there's people here to see it. Mm. which I'll probably for those of you who follow me on Facebook, I'll probably record the channel update video tomorrow, and I'll probably do another photo shoot with my the world board game championship belt, because um there was a lot of double chin in the original shoot, a lot of fucking this going on, you know, a lot of fucking, and I didn't like how some of the, because the way I do the photo shoots, you know, are not conventional, because I'm a one man crew. So what I do is that, like, I set up the camera and I turn on video, and then I just hit a lot of poses. I just hit poses left and right and shit. No pun intended to the left and right. You know, because turn left, turn right and shit. But I just do a lot of poses and shit, and then afterwards I play back the video, and then I just fucking screenshot and shit. And a lot of the fucking photos ended up with a lot of double chin, a lot of this shit going on. And I could get really creative and start photoshopping and shit, but that's more work. That's even more work. So plus I'm gonna take a second stab at the makeup and shit. I might try the makeup thing again. Who knows? Maybe I'll get it right this time. I don't know. Doubtful, but worth a shot. So I might do that tomorrow too, as well as the channel update video. Plus, I will say this: it'll also be part of the channel update. But I am also recording episode 3 of the three-way dance wrestling podcast tomorrow with me, Nick, and Shubs. So if you are a wrestling fan, be on the lookout for that on Wednesday. That's going to be a new recording day on Tuesday. Thursday just was not. Thursday only worked out for us at one time because I was on vacation. That was like our test pilot. So we were just testing out to see if we liked what we're doing and shit like that, and we had a good time doing it. So then the second week, I was actually working, and I was just like, I don't really like Thursdays, guys. So we all set it on Tuesday because I'm usually off Tuesdays and such. So we're gonna do Tuesdays for now on. So yeah. Anybody can talk, please. For the love of God, I can only talk to myself so fucking much. Or you can leave. You can leave too. Whoever number 5 was. There was a 5th viewer, and they just left. Are we liking the soul patch? Are we liking this? I like it. Yeah. You're the only person that's ever said they liked it. Everybody who's ever fucking seen it has hated it. Like my ex-girlfriend Emma couldn't stand the fucking thing. Couldn't stand it. I mean, there's been times where, like, she's on my way over. Like, she'd be like, I'm on my way over. I'm like, okay. She was like, better not have that soul patch. I'm like, I'd have to run into the bathroom. I have to shave the fucking shit off before she get here and stuff. Women are always critical about any facial hair that isn't a full beard. I was never really a full beard dude. I think the closest I ever came to a full beard was when, I went to the breakup with baby mama, because, like, borderline alcoholic, just stopped caring. So you went to that, you go to that time where you just stop caring. That was like the closest I ever fucking. Let me see if I can actually find that. It was like, let's see. Let's do that. It's gonna take me a few to find it. No, no, no. Close though. Oh, I passed it. No, you're not. Oh no. Okay, I didn't go far enough. Where you at? It's the closest I ever came to a full beard. There we go. That's close to every. Oh yeah, there we go. Close to ever came to it. That's the longest it ever grew. I did try the mustache for a little bit, and it was meh. I just people like the mustache. They're just like, oh yeah, the mustache. You should keep the mustache. But I don't know. It was just it was bothersome to me. You know. Let's try that out. Like I'm pretty sure Jax hates the soul patch. I'm pretty sure she hates it. I don't know about Baby Mama. I don't think I ever grew the soul patch around Baby Mama. So I don't think she really has an opinion on it. Okay, that's it. That's all I can. That's all I can do when I'm just talking to nothing. That's all. I don't think I minded. Oh, okay. I could have swore that like back in the day you hated it. I could have swore because I used to do it back in Houston. I know that. I couldn't remember if you didn't like it or not. Watch back. No, I keep fucking forgetting that it's on Netflix and shit. So like I've been meaning to get around to it. I'm like again, like I've said many times before, like ever since the baby mama and shit, ever since a kid, man, I've been horrible at fucking keeping up with like modern movies and shit like that. You know, like I fell asleep the other day. Like I woke up at like fucking 7 a.m. So I thought a good thing to put on would be, oh, let me watch Godzilla versus Kong. And no idea why I decided to do that. So no, I actually got to watch that trip. I don't want to watch that. I don't remember if I liked it back then or not. Huh. I don't know. I could be misremembering, but I could have swore you hated it. But I don't know. I can't remember myself. Yeah. Mm. I say, have I watched anything new lately? Like a new movie wise lately? Oh, I did watch Willy's Wonderland. Oh, and I watched a sick movie with Will Wheaton called Rent-A-Pal. That was fucking awesome. It takes place on like the 1990s and shit when like video dating was a thing. And oh god, it was so good. It was really good. I put that movie in my Amazon wish list. So if anybody wants to hook a brother up with that one, that'd be good. Remember, still the offer's still on the table. Apparently, nobody wants to be my best friend. If you want to buy the Twizzlers for me, we become best friends. Um, but yeah, that Rent-A-Pal, man, that was fucking sick, man. I think those are like the only new movies I really watched lately was Willy's Wonderland and Rent-A-Pal. Trying to think. Yeah. Usually, like when I go to bed at night, I fall asleep like listening to podcasts and shit lately. Like I've been falling asleep listening to the Goons podcast, which is fucking, which is a terrible thing to listen to when you fall asleep because it's sometimes it's so funny. Your eyes are purple. They're technically blue, but hey, I'll take purple. Mm. And I think the other night I fell asleep watching episodes of Impractical Jokers, which is another horrible thing to fall asleep to because like sometimes they're just so funny that you can't fucking fall asleep. And you would think like, how the fuck do you fall asleep watching Impractical Jokers when you have to actually see the content? The fucking trust me. Sometimes I can just see it in my head, man, and it's just fucking fun. Your shirt and hat turn purple too. Oh yeah. Hey, you like the new shirt? Look at that. Bob's Burgers. I got it at Target the other day. I got a message. I got a letter in the mail. It's probably good to fall asleep and good mood. Yeah, that's true. You know. I got a letter in the mail the other day from Target. They're like, hey, we're gonna cancel your Target credit card if you don't use this shit in about 2 months. So I was like, all right, I guess I better go to Walmart or Target and use this shit. So I went and bought a new auxiliary cable and I bought this shirt. I was gonna buy Back to the Future Blu-ray. They had it for $20. I was like, do I really need another fucking Back to the Future set? So I was like, fuck it, I don't really need it. So I bought this shirt instead. Yeah, I guess it's better falling asleep in a good mood than usually serial killer documentaries and shit. Sometimes I'll put on like Investigation Discovery and just fall asleep and shit. Good choice. Yeah, I know. I just happened to see, I happened to see the Bob's Burger shirt and shit, and there was two of them left on the shelf. I was like, man, fuck, they're not gonna have my size, are they, man? And I pick up the first one, small. I was like, yeah, of course, small. What's the next one? Fucking medium. And lo and behold, the second one was a double XL. I was like, oh, fucking A, sold, man. So I fucking bought the shirt and put back the Blu-ray set and shit. I was looking for like another game like Bad Choices here, something that we could do on live because so many people show up and everything. But I really couldn't. There was really nothing like that. I usually only find those games on Amazon, like Hot Seat, which is also in the Amazon wish list. You guys want to donate to future streams? But they didn't really have anything like that. It was mainly just party games and shit, you know, New Phone, Who Dis, and a whole host of others. What state do you live in? I live in Iowa. Good old corn state, Iowa. Which I mean, actually ain't too bad. I mean, there's a lot of people who live around here, like my ex Emma, and like a couple other people who fucking live here. They're just like, I fucking can't stand this state and blah blah blah. I'm like, I mean, yeah, there's a couple. Well, especially this city. They're like, I can't stand this city. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, there's a couple things here I wish they had. But I mean, it's not too bad. It's how do I put this? Like TVs and movies give Iowa kind of a bad rap. The rare TVs and movies that have Iowa in them. You think it's just all fields and shit, and trust me, there are parts of Iowa that are just fucking fields. You know, but that's what I thought when I just visited here. You gotta understand, I visited Iowa before I actually lived here and shit. So I was just like, when my mom and sister were living here, when I came and visited, I was just like, man, they probably live out in the middle of a fucking cornfield or some shit, chilling on corn and shit. But no, when we pulled up in the city and shit, I was like, damn, this is like everything I thought Iowa was gonna be, man. Okay, shit. You know, so it's actually not too bad. You know? Cold? Oh yeah, it gets cold, bro. Dude, we had one day. this year that like with the wind chill factor, it was like fucking, oh God, it was like negative 35. And then like 2 years ago, was it 2 years? Yeah, 2 years ago, man, we had a day, it was a night, and like fucking with the wind chill factor and everything, with the wind blowing and everything, it was negative 60. I mean, motherfuckers were calling in to work and shit. I mean, like, oh my God, it was fucking brutal, dude. Oh my God. It was. Because like the cold ain't too bad. It's kind of like how they describe Phoenix. Now I've never been to Phoenix, Arizona, or anything. You know how they say like, well, it's a dry heat. Okay, fine, it may be a dry heat, but like here, like sometimes when it gets to like fucking 12 degrees, believe it or not, 12 degrees is tolerable here. It's the wind that'll fucking kill you. You'll be walking down the street like, oh fuck, it's 12 degrees out here. Damn, I can't even notice. But let that wind blow, and you're like, that's it. Shit's done. You'll fucking want to die. I'm gonna head out. All right, Jax, feel better. She has a migraine. Yeah, because there's some days where I'll be like walking to work and shit, and like I'll ask like my Alexa or some shit. I'm like, what's the temperature? And it's just like, oh, today it's only 18 degrees. And I'll step outside and I'm like, okay, shit, all right, 18 degrees don't feel too bad. Then I'm walking there and the fucking wind will blow. And I'm just like, oh my God, I wish I were dead, because the fucking wind blowing and shit. I'm just like, oh Christ, dude. You know, cold won't kill you, the wind will, man. And I'm walking even shorter distance to work now than what I used to when I worked at Hy-Vee. When I worked at the grocery store, I used to walk like half a mile to the fucking grocery store and shit, man. And like, holy fuck. But like that was even, it was easier because I used to fucking bundle up and shit walking to the grocery store, man. I'd have like layers on and shit. Now that I just work right down my road here, I put on like a jacket and some gloves and fucking some, maybe like a hat or, the fucking beanie, whatever. And sometimes that ain't enough, even though it's like, oh fuck, man, it's brutal some nights, man. 7 people watching. Come on, it can't be just champ talking. Come on, guys, carry a conversation with me. Come on, ask some questions. And I've never been to Iowa. Depending on what part you go to, it's not too bad. Like I said, Cedar Rapids is an okay place. It could have some better places. Like I said, I miss like stupid things, like I miss like Denny's. Like, we don't have a Denny's here, and it really fucking sucks. You know, um, just simple shit like that. You know, but I mean, it's a decent place. You know, it's not really a place where you have to worry about locking the doors at night. I mean, it's all right if you do, but I think like it's one of those places where like you wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning and you're just like, oh fuck, did I lock the door? It's not like one of those things where like, oh, I didn't, but yeah, fuck it. You know, it's an okay place. I have no quarrels with it. Maybe some of the people are fucking retarded considering that I answer the phones at work. But do you still have that large special going on? Yeah, I do. What size is that? Is that medium or large? Please hang up and never call here again. You're there because of family? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because they moved here because of my mom's job. My mom and sister moved here. I moved to North Carolina because of the kid, you know. And then once me and baby mama broke up and shit, I had nowhere else to go. So I was like, well, looks like it's to the old Cornhusker state. To the people who keep coming and going, you're either going to go inside or outside, but you're going to be in and out my house. Okay? Either come in and fucking participate or get the fuck out. You can see, I do. It's just that, the 2 years ago, my mom was in and out the hospital a lot. So we didn't get to go see the kid. And in the last 2 years, with the pandemic and shit, we were going to go this year. This year we were going to go, but North Carolina is unfortunately like number 9 in the most cases. Well, the last time I checked, it was number 9 in like the state with the most cases. So like baby mama doesn't really take her out much to a lot of places that there really be no point in me going just to fucking just do nothing. Because like when I go, I take her to the mall. I take her to fucking, we go out to eat a lot and stuff like that. I try and do whatever I can with the kid. We try and do like as much as I can. I take it to the mall. We go to like Claire's at the mall. I'm like pick out some shit, kid. We go to the candy store. But like with the pandemic and shit, baby mama don't like taking her out to those type of places and shit. You know, and kiddo being like what 7, it's gonna be kind of hard to tell a 7-year-old, hey, keep your mask on. It's kind of hard to keep her on a damn phone, let alone tell her to keep a damn mask on. You know, so we just thought it was easier not, or I thought it was easier not to go to here. My mom is actually taking a flight to Virginia to see her other grandkids with my sister and shit. But now my kid asked me to FaceTime. Like she asked me like a couple weeks ago. She was like, "Can we FaceTime?" I was like, "I don't have an iPhone, kid." And she was like, "Oh," I was like, "But if you wait till this Saturday, your aunt she has an iPhone. I'll call you from there." And she was like, "Oh, okay." So now she gets all excited when I FaceTime her and shit. Like Saturday, I FaceTimed her so she could open her Easter package from me and the Easter Bunny and shit. She had a fucking blast and shit. Yeah, she's a good kid. Like she called me Saturday morning, like 8:30 in the morning. And shit, I went to bed at like fucking 1:30 that night. So she calls me and she's like, "Hi," like whispering. I'm like, "Hello." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "My sister's sleeping." Like they have a newborn and shit. And I was just like, "Oh, okay." She was like, "You have to FaceTime me now." I was like, "Okay, let me get out of bed and I'll do that." So I get out of bed and FaceTime her, and she was like, "Are you on?" I was like, "Yeah." And she rips open the box that I sent. I was like, "Well, damn." Okay, sure. So you're getting the vaccine? Not at the moment. And like I've said before, I don't know if you were in here when I said why I'm not getting the vaccine. The reason why I'm not getting that vaccine is because I understand like medical science has changed in many years and has advanced in many years. But you're telling me it took people years to come up with like the polio vaccine, but you're telling me they came up with like a vaccine for one of the most deadliest pandemics this world has ever seen since like fucking Black Plague and shit. And like you're telling me they came up with a vaccine for that in 11 months? Seems fishy to me, you know. So I'm gonna sit on that one for a while. Yeah, I wasn't sure, but I'm just gonna do it. Wow, you, the king of conspiracies and shit, you're just gonna do it, huh? I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I don't know. Yeah, we're okay. King of political, whatever the fuck it is you talk about. I don't know. Whenever I go to your channel, there's like some political shit going on. So whatever it is that you're rambling on about, the fact that you're getting the vaccine, right, and that shocks me. I figured that'd be one of the things you'd be fucking standing up against. I figured you'd be like, fuck that vaccine. Whenever I show up, you're playing. You play like a fucking 2 minute song, and then the next thing's like a fucking 19 minute NPR track or some shit. Like, yeah, that was an indie song you never heard of. Now we're gonna listen to a 21 minute track by Rush Limbaugh. I'm like, what? I'm like, listen, I can only make so many dick jokes about this. I can't. I'm out. You know. I don't know shit about vaccines. My dad is kind of pressuring me because my parents are old and bad health. Well, I guess that's a good reason. My mom has bad health, but like, man, I don't trust it right now. They figured it out in 11 months, if that. Because when did it? Well, I mean, because like, when did it officially hit the states? When did COVID officially hit the states? Like what? January of last year? Like that's when it officially hit the states because we went on lockdown in like March. So yeah, and then like the vaccine was like officially started being handed out in like fucking December. So yeah, about 11 months to figure it out. And I'm just like, this is I understand medical science is different now. I understand it's different in the fucking 40s and shit when polio was around and shit. But like, I was like, man, that's just too quick for me, man. Like tomorrow, if they came out tomorrow and said, hey, we found the vaccine for AIDS, I'd be more inclined to take that because, like, fuck, okay, it took them like 30, 40 fucking years to figure that out. I'd be more inclined to trust that one than this one. You know what I'm saying? Probably gonna cave in and do it. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like my buddy last night was telling me, like, millions of people have already gotten it, nobody's mutated or anything, and I'm just like, yeah, I know, but 11 months, like, oh, I got a full champ here. I gotta get on my phone and do some shit. Now you're making me want to cancel my appointment. Well, dude, hey, if that's just my way of thinking. Not a lot of people agree with my way of thinking. Hey, I mean, if we had a good crowd tonight, there'd probably be a lot of people in here disagreeing with me. I'm sure. That's just my line of thinking. Because I think one night we had this same discussion. There was a lot of people just like, we do medical science, change, blah, 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 and I just stick to the same argument. I'm like 11 months. You know, hey, if you're gonna get it, you know. Hey, my buddy said the same thing. He was like, dude, a lot of millions of people have gotten it. And even he said, he was like, I didn't want to be the first one. You know, he said the same thing. He was like, I didn't want to be the first one in line. He wanted to chill back and watch some other people get it. But now that like millions of people have gotten it and shit, he's just like, okay. You know, so he went out and got it and everything. I'd be more inclined to get it if it was just like, okay, you got your COVID shot. Sweet. Let's start taking off masks and shit. You know, and I am by no means a fucking anti-masker or anything. If I go in fucking Walmart and they're just like, hey, put your mask on. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna do a huge fuss about it and shit like that. In fact, I don't even fucking make a fuss about it. I just put the shit on when I walk in and shit. It's not a big deal. You know, but like if they're just like, oh, you took your COVID shot, okay, cool, fucking take your mask off. Hey, all right, you know, once we get to that fucking point, then I'll be more inclined to take that fucking shot. No, I feel the same way. I probably wouldn't do it if my dad was in question. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, you know, if it turns me into a zombie. Oh, okay. I don't think you would. Because if you're a zombie, you can't really, you know, just throwing that out there. Well, there's about 4 to 5 people watching, and this has been real fun and all. But at this point, champ, it's just a glorified phone call. We could just call and talk to each other and gab like girls on the bed with our feet in the air at this point. And but I'm gonna head out of here. But anybody watching this on playback, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, description down below. You guys want to help your brother out? That'd be fantastic. Amazon wish list. Remember, you buy the Twizzlers, your best friends. You know, or if you want to buy me Rent-A-Pal or any of the other shit down below, let me know and I'll display it in a video or in one of the lives here. If I get anything from the wish list, more likely I'll go live and be like, hey, look what I got and shit. Everything down there. Remember, go to repsports.com, use checkout code artists and save 15%. Everything like that. Don't give up on YouTube. Well, I'm not giving up quite yet, you know. So yeah, remember video tomorrow, little channel update, let you know what's in the pipeline, all that good stuff. Recording a podcast tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that. If you're a wrestling fan, episode 3 of the three-way dance will be up on Wednesday. So until then, I'm the Artist Version 1. And remember, be breezy.